This is just a follow-up to the video I did entitled Floyd Mayweather fighting handicap Maidana. I got quite a big backlash in the comment section to that video from the fanatical Floyd Mayweather fans. And I expected that, because whenever I do a critique of any major fighter, I always get a backlash from the fanatical element of that fighter's fan base. Because these people don't deal with logic, they deal with emotions. And emotions cloud your judgments. You don't get a logical, rational response. You get an overly emotional, illogical, irrational, angry response from these people. And it's all good in the eyes of Flomos when I'm critiquing Vladimir Klitschko. They tell me, yeah, go on, Hat Man, go get him. Fuck Klitschko. But the minute that I turn around and call Floyd out on some of his bullshit, then all of a sudden, fuck you, Hat Man, I used to like your videos, but not anymore. Fuck you, this, that, and the other. All this nonsense comes out. Incredible hypocrisy is pretty much universal amongst fanboys, and definitely amongst Flomos. They are amongst the most hypocritical people in the YouTube boxing community. Now, with regards to the comments that they made on that last video, I just want to address a couple of the illogical, ill thought out comments that they posted. One particular individual in the comment section of that video, he said, how can you say that Maidana is being handicapped when him and Floyd are wearing the same gloves? Using your logic, Floyd must also be handicapping himself then. People, you know, Flomos are definitely not the brightest bunch. Yeah, they could never be accused of being intelligent. Let me just deconstruct this quickly. First and foremost, Floyd and Maidana are not wearing the same gloves. So you just shitted on yourself right out the gate. Floyd and Maidana are wearing different gloves. Floyd's wearing Grant gloves, Maidana's wearing Everlast Powerlock gloves. Right, so you need to get your facts straight first and foremost. Secondly, when I say Maidana is being handicapped, I'm obviously talking about in comparison to how he was in the rest of his career. Because against Broner, Khan, Alexander, Victor Ortiz, Soto Carras, all the way down the line, Maidana was wearing Mexican Everlast MX gloves. And those gloves, Floyd has even acknowledged himself, increased the concussive effect of Maidana's punches. So when you compare him in Powerlock gloves to how he is in Mexican Everlast, he's obviously been handicapped wearing Powerlock gloves because it's reduced his power. And this is a guy in Maidana whose game revolves around power. That's the center of his whole game. Maidana's not going to outbox anyone. Maidana has horrible technique. Maidana is crude. He's slow. This guy's not going to outslick no one. Maidana beats people because he imposes his power on them. Whether he beats them on points or he knocks them out, it's his power that keeps his opponents in check. If you reduce his power, you significantly reduce his effectiveness as a fighter overall. If you take his power away, what have you got left with Maidana? You just got a crude, slow fighter. That's all you got left without his power. Okay, so he's been handicapped in comparison to how he was before because Floyd has acknowledged himself that the MX gloves increased the concussive effect of his punches. As far as Floyd handicapping himself, I mean, that's just totally ridiculous. Floyd is actually empowering himself by wearing Grant gloves because Floyd has brittle hands, as we all know. If he wore those MX gloves, he would shatter his hands to pieces and he wouldn't be able to throw any punches. He would probably permanently damage his hands if he tried to wear those Mexican Everlast and be out for 2 years. So Floyd is empowering himself by wearing more padded gloves because it allows him to throw more punches and protect his hands more, even though he still does break them, but obviously not as badly as he would if he was wearing MX gloves or Reyes gloves. So no, Floyd is not handicapping himself, he's empowering himself. Furthermore, Floyd's game does not revolve around power punching. He don't need to hurt Maidana to win the fight. Floyd is very hard to hit to the head. His game is all about hit and don't get hit. He wins most of his fights on points. Power was not a factor in the Canelo Alvarez fight. We all know Alvarez hits harder than Floyd, or at least just as hard, or, you know, whatever. He's just a bigger, more stronger, powerful fighter. But power wasn't a factor in that fight because Floyd outskilled him. Okay, Maidana's never going to be able to compete with Floyd Mayweather in terms of skills. Floyd Mayweather is in a totally different universe to Maidana. Okay, Floyd don't need to hurt Maidana to win the fight. He's got all the skills and the ability. He's got faster hands, faster feet, better coordination, better technique, better balance, better variety of punches, better jab, longer arms, better boxing brain. I mean, where do you want me to stop? Whereas with Maidana, all he has over Floyd is the power. And if you reduce the power, you significantly reduce his chances of winning. Simple as that. So the point of my initial video is Floyd is not facing the same Maidana, for example, that Adrian Broner faced. It's not the same guy. Broner faced Maidana wearing Mexican Everlast, which Floyd himself, people, has acknowledged that those gloves increase Maidana's power. So if you take them away, you reduce his power, you reduce his chances of winning. This is so simple. I hope you Flomos can follow this stuff. It's ABC stuff. It's not complex. I know you guys ain't the brightest bunch. I know you guys have got this emotional attachment that's clouding your judgment. But this is ABC kindergarten stuff. It's so easy to follow. Yeah? It is what it is. Drop your comments below. Try not to cry. This is Hatman. I'm out.